Hey everybody, welcome back to the Video Geek Squad channel. In this video, we will be doing a Mastering NeuronWriter video with some great tips and tricks to help you with the software. Now, I'm going to share with you how you can create some awesome content to make sure that you're growing and moving a lot faster with all your content creation. Now, NeuronWriter is a great tool to help you with that. Now, most of us use a few marketing tools to create our content, but I'm going to show you how to use NeuronWriter to, 10x your productivity and to move a lot faster with these great tips and tricks for your success. Now, the first thing that I want to say is to commit to your content growth. Learn and spend time learning the software and making sure that you understand the programs and the software that you are using. Now, what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've logged into NeuronWriter, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be coming up with a new query so that I can sort of walk you through this entire process. So I'm going to create the query first, and then I'm going to go ahead and give you the first tip. Okay, now I've gone ahead and created the query, and what I'm going to be doing, if you see here, it gives you the top 10 Google rankings for this particular term. And because we're talking about NeuronWriter, so I'm giving some, tips and tricks to using it. And the majority of these, as you can see, are YouTube videos. Okay, so this is pretty cool there. And then you'll see the other articles here that are ranking for it. So we're going to leave everything the way that it is here now, and we're going to update the competitor selection, and we're going to select this, and then we're going to go into actually writing our article and putting together what we're going to put. Now, the competitor score, the best competitor score is 55, okay? Now, we're going to shoot to do about an 80 or 90 with this term, and if we can shoot for an 80 or 90 term with this, I'm sure that we could probably rank for this particular term, and so I'm going to shoot for an 80 or 90 with this, okay? Now, let's get into tip number one. Tip number one is your heading and your meta description. Okay, so this is the tip and trick that I'm going to give you as it relates to your meta description. Now, you need to use the keywords, and you're going to rewrite your title in another software, whether you're using something like Nichess, Word Hero, whatever other kind of software. And I'll leave links to those software in the description for you down below, but it doesn't matter. In this particular instance, we're going to use Voila because Voila is very easy to use, and I'm going to use this typically to come up with my title, okay? And now, the way that I want to do this with Voila, as you can see here, there are some keywords that they are recommending here to put inside of your title, okay? Now, because of the way that I am, I'm going to do a Control M here, and I'm going to open up Voila. And this is one of the reasons why I love this software, because I don't have to log into ChatGPT, even though it's using ChatGPT 4 here, or I can switch it to ChatGPT 3.5 if I want to. That one's a little bit faster. This one's a little bit smarter, but there, I can use that in order to do it. Now, what I want to do is I want to come up with a blog title for my writing. And so in here, you can do a blog post, a blog outline, and content outline, a tag, and all of these things here, okay? So here's what I want to do. I want to ask it to write something for me or to create something for me, but I want it to use those keywords that NeuronWriter is giving us, okay? And so we want to use those keywords. So, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do that. Okay, so what I did was I said, please create an SEO optimized title using the following keywords. I guess I should have did it that way. Keywords, NeuronWriter, SEO, and I took the keywords from NeuronWriter, and it actually gave me this title. Okay, so we're going to copy this. We're going to copy it. We don't even have to do it that way. I don't know why I do that. So let's do that, and then we're going to exit out of here for now. And then we're going to paste this title into, uh-oh, I messed up. Okay, now the good thing is when you do that, you can always go back and you can always get your history up from where you were before, chat history, and you can go back and get your title here that you came up with. I'm going to copy this copy, and then we're going to put that into NeuronWriter here. All right, and so now it's come up with the title, and as you can see, it's using all of those terms in here except the word NeuronWriter review, the software here. So it's really, really cool there. Okay. Now, tip number two. Well, it's still within tip number one. We'll still deal with tip number one. Now you need to come up with your meta description. Okay. And you want to use the following keywords to come up with your meta description. And so what I typically do is I'm going to open up Voila. I'm going to copy these and I'm going to have Voila to write out the description for me as well. Okay, in this section, okay, so what I've done is I've gone ahead and hit Control M for Voila to come up, and I'm asking it to write a 100 character meta description for my blog post. I put in the title of the blog post, and I've also added the additional keywords that are down below, okay? So the keywords have been added. We're going to hit Control M, or Control Enter for me. All right, now we're going to copy this. Let's see how many of the words were we able to get from here. Let's exit out and let's paste it in. And so it's going to do its work here. And so this is how many of the words that it used. So it left off a couple of words. So a lot of times when I see this, the one thing that I'll do is I'll go in here and see what I can do to change it. Since we already have the title NeuronWriter 2023, I don't really want to use this in the front of this. So let's take this out. Instead of saying, we'll just say NeuronWriter. We'll say NeuronWriter, the ultimate AI writing tool for SEO optimized blog post. Let's take out to create. And this is a part of the process, guys. Let's see here. The NeuronWriter AI writing tool for SEO optimized blog posts. Get NeuronWriter today. Okay, so there we go. So we'll keep that. And so we're down to, we're less than 2. So, and I use that. And so this is just a process of going through that. So tip number 2 is to use Voila to create this for you and to give you your general idea of doing that. Okay. Okay, now just to kind of do a little quick recap before I get into the other part of this, we went ahead and we maximized our title here, and we used the Voila to do that. We also used Voila to do the description here and using all of our terms here. Now what I went ahead and did is I went ahead and put together some of the content. Now how I did the content, that's gonna be tip number 2. We're going to use Nichess to come up with a one-click blog post. Now, this is going to help you move faster in the process. Now, this is if you want to do a little bit more of the writing and you don't want to use the software to do the entire process, because you can use the software to do the entire process. But of course, I always want to add my little 2 cents into the writing that I'm doing. And I also like to just do that just for the sake of writing. Now, how we did that, we went over to Nichess, and I'll put a link for that in the description for you below. And what we did is we went down to content tools and we clicked on one-click blog posts. Okay. Now this is going to generate 1,000-word blog post for you within one click. Okay. Now, since I've already done that and I've already completed it, you can see it here. I took the title and I put that in there, and it generated a blog article for me. It was 962 words, and I did this, and I took this, and I created the article that is now in here using that. Okay. Now what I did is some of the numbered items I turned into H2 tags, and I use those as the H2 tags, and because it'll come up with the outline for you as well. And so some of this stuff I just generated. Now it didn't give me a conclusion here. It listed the conclusion here, but the word conclusion wasn't there. So I went ahead and added conclusion above that, and I did that. Now, one of the other things that I like to do is I always like to add an FAQ section to this, and so I always will add an FAQ section to it. Now, I'm going to use this and just say, for the sake of this video, that would also be another tip for you as well, is to add an FAQ section in here on your blog, because that tends to help. So whatever the number one questions that people are asking, you can sort of answer those questions in your blog. So the competitor score is a 55. We're already at a 58. The average words are 840. We're already over 1338. I'm going to be well above that by the time I finish writing this article. So I just wanted to show you the process of doing that using Nichess. You can use the Nichess for the one-click blog article, for the one-click post, and you could do that right here from there. So you just click this, it'll generate it for you, and you've got a 962 word article for you. So that would be tip number 2. Tip number 2 is to use Nichess to do that for you, to come up with your blog post. And I'm going to show you a ninja hack tip for tip number 3, where you don't even have to use NeuronWriter, and I'll show you how to do it with the next tip as well. So this is a tip using Nichess to come up with that, so you'll have that as well. All right, guys, so here is the number 1 tip that I'm going to show you in order to use NeuronWriter to write your article for you, and using Voila to do it. You're going to come down to the bottom. You see all of these basic terms. You see all of the terms in your article. You also have what's called terms in your headers, right? And so you want to use some of these terms that are also in your header, so that you can use them in the headers as well. Now, I want you to take these terms that are in the article. You're going to copy all of these. You're going to copy the list of terms. And then what you're going to do is, okay, we're going to come up with a new notepad document, and we're going to just paste all of these terms. You've got your title terms. You've got your, these are all the title terms. These are description terms. And you've got H1 term, H1 header terms. And then you've got H2 terms. And then you have your basic terms. And for the sake of this, we want to do basic and extended terms. So these are your extended terms. So what we're going to do is you're going to take everything above here, just for the sake of the process, and you're going to delete it, because the only thing you want is the basic terms. So these are your basic terms. And then you're going to come down to your extended terms. And what you're going to do is you're going to use Voila to actually use and write this entire article. Okay? All right, now, and the reason why I had to do that, because I think it's pulling most of this stuff from the YouTube instead of Google. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these terms here, and you're going to file. Now you're going to copy them. Select all. We're going to copy. Then we're going to Control M. We're going to Control M. And then we're going to do a little bit of writing here. We're going to do a blog post. Please write a 1,000 word blog post about. And what you can do is you can take your title and you can put your title in here in brackets, which is what I recommend. So let me do this. Let me copy this first. Copy. Control M. Writing blog posts. Write a 1,000 word blog post about, and then in brackets you're going to put in your article title. Now this is if you just wanted to move even faster. Please write a 1,000 word blog post about this, and you give them the subject, and please include the following keywords. And then what you're going to do is all those keywords that you just created over here, you're going to copy these again, and you're going to paste these into the software, right? And then you're going to hit Control Enter. And what this is going to do is this is going to come up with a 1,000-word article for you. It's going to write out the article for you. Okay? And this is the power of Voila and using ChatGPT. Okay? So it's going to take all of those keywords for you, and it's literally going to, do the entire process for you. Okay? And then you have all of this for yourself, and it's already done. All right? Now, since we already have the article written, what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you the power of this process here, because, yeah, it's already done this. So what we want to do is I'm just going to show you the power of this. All right. So we're going to copy it. All right. And I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to delete everything that we've got here, just so I can show you the power of using Voila to do it. Okay. And now we're going to paste it in to show you now. And this is getting you an idea of the terms that can be used. These are the terms in the headers. These are the terms in the article. Now, even though it used a few more of the terms, and it depends on the article that you're writing, how much green you get out of this. Okay. I liked the Nichess one a little bit better, me personally. And so I'm going to use, let me go back into that. I'm going to use the Nichess one and put the Nichess one back in here because I actually preferred the Nichess one over this. And so even though it's at a 55, that's only at 958. Okay. And we had a whole bunch of other stuff in here that worked out a whole lot better. So, yeah. But this is how you can do it, and this is how you can use it to make it a whole lot faster for yourself by using Voila and just copying the keywords, and you see it printed out an entire article for us and your sections here for yourself. And you had that in there, and the only thing that you would have to do is come in here and add to it. And that's something that you can do using either one of the software programs. Okay. It's just easy. So what I would do, because this is the conclusion of it, I would come down here and I would put in my FAQ section down here. But since I'd already did all of that, I'm not going to do that anymore. But that's that. And so that's how you would use that if you wanted to using Voila. Now, if you have any questions, leave me a question down below in the comment section, and I'll try to answer your questions in another video.